Welcome. This is not just another motivational video. This is not just another video with tips and tricks. This is a video that will change your life. If you truly listen, if you truly understand. This video is not only about motivation. It's also perfect for improving your English. Because every sentence is written in simple English. Every word is filled with emotion. And every moment is designed to help you feel, learn, and grow. Not just in your language, but in your life. So if you're someone who struggles to stay consistent, if you always start strong and quit in the middle, if you feel guilty about not finishing what you begin, if your dream is dying slowly because of your own habits, this video is for you. Let's talk about the power of consistency. Most people think success is about talent. Some think it's about luck. Many believe it's about motivation or willpower. They're all wrong. The truth is simple, and consistency is more powerful than talent. Consistency is more valuable than motivation. Consistency is the secret that separates winners from quitters. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you said this? I want to learn English, but I keep stopping. I want to lose weight, but I can't stay disciplined. I want to wake up early, but I give up after 3 days. You don't lack intelligence. You don't lack passion. You don't lack goals. You lack consistency, and that's what's destroying your progress. You are not what you wish for. You are not what you dream about. You are what you do every day. If you read one page today and stop for 3 weeks, nothing changes. If you speak English for 2 days and quit, nothing grows. If you eat healthy on Monday and binge on Tuesday, nothing improves. Consistency builds habits. Habits build identity. Identity builds destiny. That's why this video matters. You see, success isn't loud. It doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in small, boring, invisible repetitions. Done quietly, when nobody is watching. Every single day. People don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they're inconsistent. Do you know why your dream is dying? Because you keep stopping. You keep quitting after a week. You keep saying, I'll start again Monday. You're waiting for motivation. But consistency is not about how you feel. It's about what you do, regardless of how you feel. That's what I'm here to teach you today. How to stay consistent. In your life, in your goals, in your English, in your health, in your discipline, and how to make it part of your identity, not just a temporary phase. Now let's begin. Lesson 1. Consistency greater than intensity. And don't do it big. Do it daily. Most people make one mistake that destroys their progress. They start with intensity, not consistency. They go to the gym and train for 3 hours and never go back. They study English for 8 hours on Sunday and stop for the next 10 days. They write 20 pages of their book in one sitting and quit for a month. That's not discipline. That's not growth. That's self-sabotage. The truth is, it's better to do 10 push-ups every day than 100 push-ups once a week. It's better to read 2 pages daily than read 100 pages once and never again. It's better to speak English for 15 minutes daily than 3 hours once a month. Why? Because the brain learns through repetition, not explosion. The body grows through routine, not punishment. Discipline is built through daily action, not emotional bursts. Let me give you a powerful example. Imagine 2 people. Person A goes to the gym once every 2 weeks for 4 hours, feels proud, takes a photo, posts it on Instagram, then disappears. Person B goes to the gym 30 minutes every day. No posts, no applause, just quiet work. After 30 days, who is stronger? After 60 days, Who is more disciplined? After 90 days. Who has changed their life? It's person B, every time. Because the secret is not in how much you do once. It's in how little you do. But do it every day. This is why your dream is still far away. You keep treating it like a sprint. You keep trying to go hard once, instead of go daily forever. If you want to learn English fluently, don't try to learn everything in one weekend. Practice small phrases every single day, and never stop. If you want to get in shape, don't starve yourself for 2 days. Just eat clean, walk daily, and keep going. If you want to build a business, don't work 12 hours and then burn out. Just work daily with focus and patience. The truth is painful, then consistency is boring. Intensity is emotional, but only consistency brings results. So from now on, stop trying to impress yourself. Stop chasing that perfect day. Stop starting big and quitting fast. Start small, start quiet, but don't stop. Lesson 2. Discipline builds consistency, not motivation. If you wait for motivation, you'll wait forever. But if you build discipline, you'll never stop. Let's begin with the painful truth. Most people think motivation is the answer. They say, I'll work when I feel motivated. I'll study English when I'm in the mood. I'll go to the gym when I feel inspired. But here's what they don't realize. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions change every day. You feel motivated today. Tomorrow you feel tired. You feel excited on Monday. On Wednesday, you feel lazy. You feel positive after watching a YouTube video. But that fades by the next morning. That's why motivation is not reliable. That's why people start and then stop. That's why your goals are dying. Here's the hard truth. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never finish anything. Because life will never give you perfect energy, perfect weather, perfect mood, or perfect timing. That's why we don't need more motivation. We need more discipline. Discipline is when you act, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is when you show up, even when you're tired, bored, or sad. Discipline is when your body says no, and your mind says go. Motivation whispers. Discipline commands. Let me show you how this works in real life. 2 people decide to learn English. Person A starts with excitement, buys books, watches videos, makes a plan. On day 1, they study for 2 hours. On day 2, they feel tired. So they skip. On day 3, they scroll Instagram for 3 hours. They say, I'll come back tomorrow. But they don't. This person depended on motivation, and motivation died on day 2. Person B also starts with excitement, but they decide one thing. No matter how I feel, I will study English for 20 minutes every day. On day 1, they study. On day 2, they're tired, but they study anyway. On day 5, they're sad, but they open the book. On day 10, they feel lazy, but they play a shadowing video and speak along. After 30 days, person B doesn't just speak better English. They have more discipline, more confidence, more power inside them. Because every time they showed up, they were telling their mind, you don't control me, I control you. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you build mental strength. You teach your brain, I'm not weak anymore. I don't follow emotions. I follow decisions. I don't live by how I feel. I live by what I promised myself. And this is the birthplace of consistency. Let me ask you something honestly. How many dreams have you killed just because you didn't feel like it? Your feelings are not facts. They're just emotional waves. And if you follow every wave, you'll never build anything strong. Discipline says, I don't care how I feel. I care what I build. Let me give you clear steps that anyone, even beginners, you can follow. Make a non-negotiable promise to yourself. Pick one action and say, this is my rule. No excuses, no changes. Examples. I will speak English 10 minutes every day, no matter what. I will go for a walk every day, even if it's raining. I will read one page before sleeping, even if I'm tired. This creates mental muscle. You become someone who follows through. Lower the barrier. Discipline doesn't mean suffering. It means showing up, even in a small way. If you can't study for 1 hour, study for 5 minutes. If you can't exercise, do 20 squats. If you can't write, write 1 sentence. Your small discipline beats big excuses. Celebrate the action, not the emotion. Don't wait to feel proud. Feel proud because you did it, not because it was easy. Every day you show up, even with low energy, say to yourself, then I did it. That's what matters. This trains your brain to associate joy with discipline, not laziness. Never miss twice. Missing once is human. Missing twice becomes a habit. So if you break your discipline for a day, that's okay. But promise yourself, I will always return the next day. This is how winners think. This is how consistency lives. Motivation is like sugar. It tastes good, but it fades fast. Discipline is like water. It's quiet, simple, and it keeps you alive. You want to stay consistent? Then stop depending on motivation. Start building discipline. Because once you have discipline, you won't need to force yourself anymore. Your actions will become natural, automatic, unshakable. You will become someone who shows up no matter what. And in this world, that person always wins. Lesson 3. Same time, same place, same action. If your life feels out of control, your timing is out of control. Let's begin with the deep truth. If you want to stay consistent, you don't need to force yourself every day. You don't need to push yourself with emotion or guilt. You simply need to make your actions automatic. And the most powerful way to do that is to attach your action to the same time, the same place, and the same pattern. Every single day. Why? Because your brain loves patterns. The human brain is not built for chaos. It doesn't like waking up at 7 a.m. today and 10 a.m. tomorrow. It doesn't like doing English practice at 6 p.m. one day and 1 a.m. the next. It doesn't like random, scattered, noisy schedules. Your brain wants a rhythm. It wants to know, what do we do at this time? Where do we do it? How does the day feel? That rhythm is called a ritual, and rituals are the secret to unstoppable consistency. Let me explain this clearly. When you do something at the same time every day, your brain stops asking, should I do this? And just does it. It doesn't matter how hard or easy the task is. If it happens at a specific time, in a specific place, your brain builds a bridge. It starts preparing automatically. It stops debating, negotiating, overthinking. It just gets ready. This is called a habit loop, and every strong habit has 3 invisible parts. 1. Cue, something that triggers the habit, like time or place. 2. Routine, the action you do, like studying English, working out, journaling. 3. Reward, the feeling of satisfaction, completion, or momentum. If you want to stay consistent, you must build a strong cue. And the easiest cue to control is time. Imagine this. You choose 7 a.m. as your study time. You don't just wake up randomly and hope to find time. You decide, every day at 7 a.m., I study English. Now after a few days, something magical happens. Your brain starts preparing before 7 a.m. You start feeling mentally ready, without stress. Your body starts reacting to the pattern. You feel weird if you skip it, because it has become part of your identity. This is how top athletes train. This is how monks meditate. This is how CEOs plan. This is how great minds operate. They don't leave action to chance. They lock it into time and place. Imagine a woman named Sophia. She wants to learn English. She's busy. She has a job. She has stress. She's tried 100 times, always quits. Until one day she makes a system. She chooses time, 7:30 p.m. Place, kitchen table, setup, a warm cup of tea, her notebook, her phone with ChatGPT or a speaking app. Now every night she doesn't just think about English. She follows a ritual. She finishes dinner. She makes tea. She goes to the same table. She opens her notebook. And her brain says, "It's English time." At first it's difficult. By day 5, it feels normal. By day 12, it feels natural. By day 25, it feels strange not to do it. By day 50, she doesn't even call it studying. It's just part of who she is. This is the power of anchoring action to time and place. Why most people fail? They say, "I'll study when I have time." That time never comes. They say, "I'll go to the gym after work," but traffic happens, or friends call, or they feel tired. They say, "I'll write when I feel creative," but creativity disappears without structure. Success does not live in random energy. It lives in fixed patterns. If you want to be consistent, you must design your day like a system, not like an emotional guessing game. Here's a step-by-step system anyone can use, even if your schedule is crazy. Choose your one anchor time. Pick one time that you can protect, even just 15 to 20 minutes. Examples: 7 a.m. before breakfast, 9 p.m. before bed, lunch break at 2 p.m. Don't wait for free time. Create it. Choose a fixed place. This is important. Your environment sends signals to your brain. Create a corner, a desk, a floor mat, a quiet space, that your mind starts linking to that one activity. Even if it's small, make it specific and sacred. Add a ritual before the habit. This is the secret weapon. Before you begin your action, always do the same small ritual. Examples: make tea, light a candle, play one calming sound, take 3 deep breaths, put your phone on silent. This is like telling your brain, it's time to enter focus mode. Do this every day, no matter what. Reward your brain. Right after your action. Do something tiny that feels good. Examples: say out loud, "Well done." Put a check mark on a paper or calendar. Listen to your favorite relaxing song. Smile and stretch. Pray or thank yourself quietly. This reward completes the habit loop. It gives your brain closure, satisfaction, and momentum. Why this works like magic? Because when something happens at the same time, in the same place, in the same rhythm, it becomes automatic. You no longer need to fight yourself. You no longer need to convince your brain. You just show up, and it flows. If your habits feel heavy, make them lighter. If your schedule feels random, make it a ritual. If your brain feels confused, give it a rhythm. Consistency is not about being perfect. It's about being predictable to yourself, to your mind, to your life. So choose a time, choose a place, and show up like your future depends on it. Because it does. Lesson 4. You will fail, but you must return fast. Falling is human. Returning is what makes you powerful. Let's start with something no one likes to admit. You will break your habit. You will miss a day. You will slip. That's not a guess. That's a fact. Even the most disciplined, the most successful, the most motivated people in the world, they all fail sometimes. So the question is not, how can I never fail? The real question is, how fast can I come back? This is the real game of consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing everything right every day forever. It's about how fast you return after breaking your rhythm. Winners don't win because they never fall. They win because they return faster than everyone else. Meet Marcus. He wanted to learn how to code. He was serious. He was focused. He created a system, 1 hour a day, every evening. For 21 days, he was perfect. Then one day, his best friend came to visit. They talked, they ate, they laughed. He forgot to code that day. He felt guilty. The next day, he was tired. He skipped again. By day 3, his brain said, "You already broke the streak. You failed. Maybe start next week." He quit. 3 months later, he started again. Same cycle, same failure. Now here's the turning point. Marcus meets a mentor who says one sentence that changes everything. Missing 1 day doesn't destroy your progress. But missing 2 creates a new habit. The habit of quitting. This was the moment Marcus woke up. He learned the most powerful consistency principle in the world. Never miss twice rule. If you miss 1 day, okay, life happens. But if you miss 2 days, you're building a new habit. Inconsistency. So from now on, if you fall, come back the next day. No punishment, no guilt, no drama. Just get up, return fast, act like nothing happened, and keep moving forward. This simple rule saved Marcus's dream. He went on to become a full-time programmer. Not because he was perfect, but because he became a fast returner. Let's destroy the biggest myth now. Most people think the reason they stop is because they're not good enough. But the truth is, they just wait too long to come back. 1 missed workout becomes 3. 1 skipped study session becomes 5. 1 day without journaling becomes 2 weeks. The longer you wait, the heavier the guilt becomes. The heavier the guilt, the harder it is to return. And then, you quit, not because you're weak, but because your comeback was too slow. Why do most people delay their comeback? Because they attach failure to identity. They say, "I'm just lazy. I'm not made for this. I always mess things up. This is why I'll never succeed." But let's be clear. Missing a day does not mean you are lazy. It means you're human. The only people who don't fail are the ones who never try. And you're trying, you're growing, you're building. So falling is part of the path. The only mistake is staying on the ground too long. Think of it like this. Imagine consistency as a train. You're driving it every day. Then one day you fall asleep and the train stops. Now you have 2 choices. 1. Feel sad. Sit in silence and let the train rust forever. 2. Wake up, restart the engine, move forward, even slowly. That second choice is how real consistency is born. Not from perfect motion, but from quick restart. Here's a real-world exercise you can do. Create a comeback plan. In your journal or phone, write this sentence. If I ever miss a day, my next day will look like this. Then write it. The exact time you will return. The activity you will do, even if small. The reminder you will use. The reason why you must come back. You're creating a recovery system, not just a routine. Because your success doesn't depend on how many perfect days you have. It depends on how many fast comebacks you make. A quote to remember forever. Missing once is a slip. Missing twice is a decision. Missing 3 times becomes your identity. From now on, when you mess up, don't call yourself a failure. Call yourself a builder who tripped. When you forget a day, don't call it a disaster. Call it a pause between victories. When you fall, don't write a sad story. Write a comeback chapter. Falling is not the enemy. Staying down is. Consistency is not about how many perfect days you had in a row. It's about how many times you stood back up without hesitation. That's what makes someone unstoppable. That's what separates the 1% from the rest. And that's what you are becoming now. A comeback machine, a return warrior, a builder of your own future. Lesson 5. Inconsistency comes from overload, not laziness. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer decisions. Most people think they are lazy, but they're not. They're simply overloaded. They wake up and carry 100 decisions inside their mind. What time should I study today? Should I go to the gym or rest? What should I eat? Should I check Instagram first or reply to emails? Should I read? Watch something? Call someone? Sleep early? Wake early? So much noise, so much clutter. And when your brain is forced to make too many decisions in one day, it chooses the easiest option. Do nothing. This is the secret enemy of consistency. Too many choices. Too many tasks. Too many tabs open in the mind. You start the day full of energy. But by the time you actually get to your goal, you feel tired, not from action, but from thinking. You didn't run a marathon, but your brain ran one. Inside your head. That's why you quit. That's why you say, I don't feel like doing it. But it's not laziness. It's mental exhaustion from too much chaos. Imagine a man named Daniel. He wants to grow his online business. He also wants to eat clean. He also wants to meditate. He also wants to post content. He also wants to read 10 pages. He also wants to learn Spanish. And he also wants to fix his sleep cycle. All in one day, he writes everything down on a to-do list, looks at it, feels overwhelmed, does none of it. At night, he feels guilty. He says, I'm lazy. But he's not lazy. He just tried to carry too many weights at the same time and broke under the pressure. The next day, he repeats the same cycle. This is not failure. This is a system problem. You must do less. You must simplify. You must remove things, not just add. Consistency is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right few things. Every day. Think of your brain like a battery. You wake up with 100% energy, but every decision drains it, even small ones. Checking your phone? -5%. Deciding what to eat? -5%. Choosing between tasks? -10%. Scrolling social media? -20%. By the time you get to the goal that matters, your battery is at 10%. No wonder you don't feel like it. You're not lazy. You're out of charge. Let's fix it, step by step. This is how we remove overload and make consistency feel light, simple, and automatic. Pick one priority per season. Stop trying to master 10 things at once. Pick one major focus for the next 90 days. Examples. This season, I'm becoming fluent in English. This season, I'm building my YouTube channel. This season, I'm improving my body. Make your energy serve one master. Energy that is scattered gets lost. Energy that is focused creates magic. Create a no list. Don't just make a to-do list. Make a stop-doing list. Write down, I won't open social media before 12 p.m. I won't reply to messages during deep work. I won't multitask while doing my focus task. I won't take random calls before 5 p.m. This frees your brain from making 50 decisions a day. Your mind relaxes. Your focus increases. Your actions become clear. Use one-page planning. Forget fancy apps and 50-step systems. Take one piece of paper. Write only the 3 most important things for the day. That's it. No 20-task overload, no mental chaos. Just 3 goals. Do them with full presence. Then rest. Your mind will feel clean. Your heart will feel proud. Create an automatic hour in your day. Choose 1 hour each day where your brain doesn't need to think. Example, every day from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., English speaking. Every day from 7 to 8 p.m., gym. Every day from 10 to 10:30 p.m., journaling and planning tomorrow. You don't plan it. You don't negotiate it. You just do it. This is your anchor. Your brain starts building a road to it, and driving becomes easy. Step 5. Protect your morning like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your morning is when your battery is full. Don't waste it checking memes, messages, or problems. Use it to work on your one thing. The first 1 to 2 hours of your day can give you 80% of your results. If you win your morning, you win your future. Imagine a girl. She works full-time. She has kids. She's tired. She's tried to become fluent in English for 5 years. Nothing works. One day she sees this truth. I'm not lazy. I'm just overloaded. She stops doing 10 things. She picks only English as her 90-day mission. She creates 1 sacred hour at 6:30 a.m. She protects it. She removes social media. She makes a stop-doing list. She builds a calm routine. After 30 days, her English improves more than in the last 2 years. After 60 days, she speaks with confidence. After 90 days, she feels like a new person. She didn't add more to her life. She removed the noise. Your brain is not a hard drive. It's not meant to store 100 tabs. It's meant to focus, build, create, and move. If you want to stay consistent, don't add more motivation. Add more clarity. Remove what doesn't matter. Simplify your days. Protect your mornings. Focus on your one thing. And build your consistency on peace, not pressure. Lesson 6. Inconsistent people chase goals. Consistent people build identity. Don't try to act consistent. Become consistent. Most people fail to stay consistent because they keep chasing goals, not building identity. They say, I want to read 12 books this year. I want to lose 10 kilograms. I want to speak English fluently. I want to save $10,000. These are all goals. And yes, goals are exciting, but they're also temporary. They live in your imagination. And as soon as you get tired, stressed, or distracted, your goal disappears. Why? Because goals are external, but identity is internal. If you want to be consistent, you must stop asking, what do I want to achieve? And start asking, who do I want to become? Here's the shift that changes everything. Goal thinker. I want to write a book. Identity thinker. I am a writer. I write every day. It's who I am. Goal thinker. I want to become fluent in English. Identity thinker. I'm a language learner. I practice English daily. It's part of me. Goal thinker. I want to get fit. Identity thinker. I'm the kind of person who moves, eats clean, and takes care of my body. See the difference? One is temporary. The other is transformational. Imagine, a balloon can fly high fast, but only for a short time. It goes wherever the wind takes it. Why? Because it has no roots. It depends on air, motivation. And once that's gone, it falls. But a tree grows slowly, consistently, rooted deep into the ground. It doesn't chase the sky. It doesn't depend on weather. It becomes part of the earth, strong, solid, unshakable. The balloon is like chasing goals, fast rise, quick fall. The tree is like building identity, slow, deep, permanent. Here's why identity works better than goals. Goals ask you to perform. Identity asks you to embody. Goals need motivation. Identity creates automatic action. Goals can be broken. Identity becomes your standard. Goals live in the future. Identity lives in the present. You can wake up tomorrow and say, I am a disciplined person. I am someone who always finishes. I am a focused learner. I am the kind of person who doesn't quit. And your actions will start to follow that identity. How to build a consistent identity. Choose one identity you want to build. Write it down. I am someone who... Fill in the blank. Examples. I am someone who speaks English every day. I am someone who never skips my morning routine. I am someone who shows up no matter what. I am someone who finishes what I start. Take small daily actions that confirm it. Don't try to prove it to the world. Prove it to yourself through small evidence. Examples. 5 minutes of English speaking equals proof. 1 paragraph of writing equals proof. 10-minute walk equals proof. 1 journal entry equals proof. Every action becomes a vote for your new identity. Repeat until you don't have to try anymore. You don't try to brush your teeth. You don't try to check your phone. You do it because it's part of who you are. That's what consistency becomes. When your habit becomes your personality. Stop trying to force consistent action. Start becoming a consistent person. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. So build it, brick by brick, decision by decision, and your consistency will take care of itself. Lesson 7. Track it. See it, respect it. Why do so many people give up halfway? They feel like, I'm not improving. I don't see progress. Nothing's changing. But the truth is, progress is happening. They just can't see it. And the human mind loses motivation quickly when it can't see the reward. That's why consistent people use a secret tool. They track their progress. They measure their habits. They visualize their journey. Because what you track, you start to value. And what you value, you start to protect. Imagine you're driving to a new city. If you use a GPS, you always know where you are, how far you've come, how much is left, if you're off track. Even if you make a wrong turn, the GPS corrects you quickly because it's tracking everything. Now imagine driving without a map, without signs, without any idea where you are. You might be going in circles. You might quit halfway. Not because you didn't move, but because you couldn't see your progress. Tracking is like using GPS for your habits. It shows you the path, the proof, and the progress. So you keep going. If you can see it, you'll start to believe it. And if you believe it, you'll protect it. Let me know if you want a visual analogy too. The benefits of tracking your progress. It makes invisible growth. Visible. You may not feel your body change after 10 workouts, but a chart shows you've shown up 10 times. You may not speak perfect English after 15 days, but a log shows you've practiced daily. This visible evidence builds confidence. It builds momentum. You don't want to break the chain. When you see 10 check marks in a row, your brain wants to add the 11th. Tracking creates pressure, but the good kind. It makes you feel like, I've come this far. I won't break now. It helps you course. Correct? Tracking isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. You can look back and ask, why did I miss 3 days here? What made week 2 better than week 4? Where did I feel strongest? You don't have to guess. You have real data. Easy ways to start tracking. For beginners, use a wall calendar or notebook. Every day you complete your habit, mark A. Make it bold. Make it visible. Let it feel satisfying. Use a simple habit tracker app. There are many free ones. Choose one that's clean and easy. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on showing up daily. Create a monthly review ritual. At the end of each month, ask, how many days did I show up? What helped me stay on track? What made me slip? This turns your life into a personal feedback system. Make tracking fun. Use colored markers. Reward yourself after 10 days. Challenge a friend to join. Turn your habit into a visual story. Why this works? Because we all crave proof that we're making progress. We all want to feel like it's working. And when you track your effort, you give yourself the proof your mind needs to stay strong. Tracking turns chaos into clarity. Tracking turns I think into I know. Tracking turns habits into pride. You've worked too hard to forget your progress. Start tracking it. Start honoring it. Start seeing yourself grow day by day. Because what gets tracked gets improved. And what gets improved becomes unstoppable. Lesson 8. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. And don't fight your environment. Design it to make you win. Let's begin with this painful truth. You are not weak. You are not undisciplined. You are not broken. You're just trying to stay consistent in an environment designed to make you fail. You want to wake up early. But your phone is the last thing you touch at night and the first thing in the morning. You want to stop scrolling. But your apps are on your home screen, easy to tap, always open. You want to focus on English. But your room is noisy, cluttered, full of distractions and triggers from your past. This is not a willpower problem. It's a setup problem. And winners don't try harder. They design better. If you sit in front of a table with chips, chocolate, and pizza, even if you're trying to eat clean, your brain will eventually say, just one bite. But if you sit in front of a table with fruit, green tea, and a journal, even if you're feeling lazy, you might drink something good and start writing. Why? Because your environment decides your decisions, not your dreams, not your goals, not your motivation. Meet Emilio. He wanted to build a daily writing habit, but every time he sat down to write, his phone buzzed, his desk was messy, his room had distractions everywhere. He thought, maybe I'm just not meant for this. But then, he made one powerful change. He cleaned his desk, removed everything except his notebook and a pen, kept his phone in another room, put on noise-canceling headphones, set a timer, lit a candle. Suddenly, he didn't need to push himself anymore. The environment started pulling him into focus. He wrote every day, not because he had more willpower, but because he had created a space where writing became easier than quitting. How to design a consistency-friendly environment. Make your desired habit. Obvious. Want to read more? Keep a book on your bed or desk. Want to write daily? Keep a pen and journal in plain sight. Want to practice English? Keep your learning app open, visible. Want to walk every morning? Keep your shoes next to your door. What is seen gets done. If your habit is hidden, it will be forgotten. Remove friction from good habits. Make it easy to start. Keep your workspace ready. Set up your journal the night before. Use one-click access to your learning tools. Automate reminders. When starting feels light, you stop avoiding it. Increase friction for bad habits. Make distractions harder to reach. Log out of apps after use. Delete shortcuts from your home screen. Put your phone in another room during deep work. Use a website blocker when studying. This isn't about restriction. It's about protecting your attention. Design a habit corner. Even if you live in a small space, create a small dedicated zone. A floor mat for meditation. A chair near a window for journaling. A clean table for English study. A corner for stretching or reading. This place should say to your brain, when we sit here, we grow. Surround yourself with builders, not breakers. You cannot grow in a toxic forest. People who gossip, complain, delay, they pull you back. You need to be near people who are learning, practicing, improving, sharing knowledge, respecting your routine. If you don't have those people physically, find them digitally. Watch videos that teach. Join groups that inspire. Follow creators who lead. Your environment includes what you consume. You're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because your environment is designed for failure. So stop blaming yourself. Start building your space. Make it beautiful. Make it calm. Make it focused. Make it sacred. And then watch what happens. Let me say this to you from the heart. If you've come this far in the video, you're not like everyone else. You're not just watching for fun. You're not just curious. You're serious. You're hungry. You're ready to change. And most importantly, you are ready to become consistent. You don't want to start and stop anymore. You don't want to feel guilty anymore. You don't want to be the person who keeps quitting every time life gets hard. You want to build something real, something solid, something powerful, a life that no one can take away from you. But here's the truth. No one will do it for you. Not your friends, not your family, not your coach, not even me. You have to do it. You have to show up. You have to protect your future like it's your child, because it is. And I know it won't be easy. You'll be tired. You'll be tested. You'll be tempted to go back to your old life. But when that moment comes, remember this. You are not that old version anymore. You are consistent now. You are disciplined now. You are focused now. You are unstoppable now. Because now, you know the truth. You know the path. And you know what you must do next. So go. Start your day. Set your system. Protect your streak. Design your environment. Track your growth. And build yourself into someone the world cannot ignore. From this day on, don't just try to be consistent. Become the person who never stops showing up. God bless you. I'm proud of you. And I believe in you. If this video helped you even 1%, please take 1 second to subscribe to this channel. It helps this message reach more people who need it just like you once did. And remember, this is not the end. This is your beginning. I'll see you in the next video. Now go. Be consistent every single day.